Hello and welcome to this week's Pixel Empire video review. Before we take a look at Aliens vs Predator, I wanted to give a special shout out to Chris at Mako Powered Gaming. He does a show called Weekend Rental, and recently celebrated his 5th anniversary. To mark the occasion, several other creators, including Sean Shaunson, Generation Pixel, and myself, covered games which, while not widely considered classics, or sometimes even good, are still worth examining and maybe even playing despite themselves, and I explored Aliens vs Predator on that collaborative effort. Check out the link below to give the 1 hour special a watch, and make sure you check out Chris's fantastic content.
Keep it steady now.
A homecoming of sorts for Oxford-based developer Rebellion, Aliens vs Predator's 2010 rebirth marked the 3rd game of the same title from the studio. Their 1994 Atari Jaguar game proved a standout amongst an uneven library, while the 1999 follow-up for home computers also enjoyed praise. While a big seller for the United Kingdom in particular, this reboot was met with a mixed reaction, leaving many fans disappointed. You can see where they'd find fault. Plenty of parts of this game can feel either dated or unwieldy. However, dive below the surface and there's a lot to enjoy here for fans of the licence, though the unfamiliar will be less enamoured. As with prior games, AVP focuses on a trio of factions, with the aliens, predators and marines getting caught up in an interweaving story. As Weyland Yutani activate a pyramid holding ancient technology on the planet BG-386, the marines and predators answer the call, while a xenomorph infestation also breaks out on the colony. Thus follows a tale which frequently jumps around in time, as events play out from different perspectives. Interestingly, the campaigns can be played in any order, and while you can opt to play it in a chronological order, following the default menu adds an intriguing, dramatic irony to later campaigns, making for a curious structure. Otherwise, there's a lot of familiar tropes from the series: cheesy dialogue, gruesome deaths, and oorah marine voice acting. The 3 campaigns play quite differently, as you'd expect. The marine side is probably the most traditional, seeing you progress through relatively linear levels while blasting any xenomorphs that stand in the way. The controls feel a touch slow compared to its contemporaries, and the odd button mapping compounds this. The Predator campaign offers a hybrid of melee, long range and stealth, as you are gifted more open spaces to plan a strategy of attack. Along with the iconic cloaking, you can also use the shoulder mounted plasma caster, mines and staff. There's also a fun focus jump where you can leap to higher ledges or across, and though it can be a touch finicky to line up, it's really satisfying. Lastly, the Alien campaign also offers melee and stealth, though focus more on the latter, as marines can chop you up sharpish. Being able to climb over walls and leap is fun, though the rapid movement can be hard to keep up with at times. As you can see, each section has woes to deal with, but they can also be a lot of fun for fans of the source material. The Marine campaign offers plentiful moments of tension and some well-timed jump scares to keep you on your toes. Facing off waves of Xenos can be tough, especially with their trademark acid blood, but getting to use the likes of the pulse rifle and smart gun remains a treat. The Predator campaign is perhaps the highlight of the 3, as it succeeds as either being the hunter or fending off xenomorph melees with a well-timed counter. This mechanic also appears in the Marine campaign, but feels a bit out of place. The Alien campaign offers some unsettling satisfaction, as gruesome kills can be mixed with harvesting civilians, which entails feeding them to facehuggers. The open swamp environment proves great fun for both the Alien and Predator sides, offering a spacious playground for bloodshed. It's just a shame there are some brevity issues. The Marine campaign is around 4 hours, while the Predator and Alien ones drop to just over 2 hours and below 2 respectively. The latter leaves you wanting much more, as it ends before you really feel the taste of Xeno power. There is some incentive to return through a plethora of collectibles across each story and 4 difficulties. The Nightmare mode, which sees you often one-shot killed and barred from checkpoints, is for true masochists. The multiplayer side also offered intriguing fun, as it allowed you to play as all 3 species across deathmatch, capture and VIP-esque modes, which saw a group of Marines fending off one monster. There's also Survivor, a horde mode which can be played solo and for up to 4 players as you fend off waves of xenomorphs. It definitely favours the social side of things, but there's a fair bit here to enjoy for all. The presentation is equal parts faithful and dated. The visuals suffer from weak texture work, some unsightly animations, and an overall displeasing colour palette. On the plus side, effective lighting often paints a prettier picture, the raft of models for the trio of species are solid, and performance is mostly steady outside of a few moments. However, Rebellion are clearly fans of the license, as their attention to detail is top notch. Whether it's the Predator's cloak disabling in water, the iconic screeches of the monsters recreated perfectly, or being able to dismember xenomorphs with targeted gunfire, it overcomes underwhelming visuals to deliver good fan service. The music is also a part of this, as the score deftly switches between tension building, action, and terror with ease. It could easily sit next to the score of Aliens. Is Aliens vs Predator a perfect game? Absolutely not. It's easy to see why mainstream critics of the time didn't enjoy it. It's dated next to contemporaries, sometimes overly punishing, and clunky to control. But patient fans of the source material can look past these issues, adjust to the quirks, and enjoy 3 solid campaigns of survival as a Marine or the power trips of being 2 of sci-fi's most iconic monsters. Coupled with enjoyable multiplayer modes and challenging difficulties for hardcore players, and there's plenty to enjoy here. Newcomers might be scared off by the flaws, but fans of the license who skipped it in 2010 should perhaps give it another look.